The term photograph was derived in the 1830s and consists of the Greek terms of photos, which means light, and graphene, which means to draw. The first photographically related invention was found in Greek and Chinese cultures and consisted of a hole in the wall which would project light and an image onto the opposing wall. Cameras have become an everyday staple in society and are so popular that we have even found a way to keep them in our pockets and carry them around with us on a daily basis. We use them to document the most and least exciting aspects of our lives, and movies which we know and love today would not exist if it weren't for the camera. The act of photography has gradually become more common throughout the years. However, in previous years, the act of owning a camera was actually considered a luxury. These contraptions allowed for a new outlook on life that many had not previously been able to experience. American photographer Jerry Ulsman stated, "The simple act of having a camera, not a cell phone, but a camera, there's a heightened perceptual awareness that occurs. Like I could walk from here to the highway in 2 minutes, but if I had a camera, that walk could take me 2 hours." Today I will be discussing the history, cultural representation, and significance of the camera. The specific artifact I will be talking about today is known as the Kodak Taurus II, and it is a vintage camera which was made in America. This artifact is a tourist camera and was the second line of the Kodak tourist cameras, which were commonly used in the 1940s and the 1950s. According to WordPress.com, the Kodak company was invented in 1885 by George Eastman and established the possibility of cameras becoming a convenient product for the everyday consumer. At this time, cameras were a hassle to operate and were inconvenient in size. By 1905, a more user-friendly version, known as the Brownie, was created and allowed for more than 10 million Americans to become amateur photographers. Flash forward to 1948, when the first Kodak tourist camera was created. The camera was a convenient size and easily portable, and it allowed for tourists and travelers to use cameras to document the great memories when exploring new places. From this point on, cameras have continued to become increasingly more versatile and usable for the everyday Westerner. Many of us are familiar with this item, so let's discuss its cultural significance and use. In Western culture, the camera has become a major player in social media, connecting others from all over the globe via the internet. Cameras and photography have allowed for us to easily show the happenings from different parts of the world. Although mainly Western in invention, the camera has made its way to other civilized cultures and has changed the way we view the world. According to BBC News, although standalone digital cameras were widely popular by 2005, it was the mobile phone and especially the smartphone that brought digital photography to the masses. Kodak cameras were and are, albeit rarely, still used on a daily basis to create these visual masterpieces. Although our mobile phones have become the typical means for photography, the Kodak camera still exists and provides us all with beautiful images. As I previously mentioned, the evolution of the camera has paved the way for how our current society keeps in touch with the rest of the world. My personal attraction to this camera is my fascination with photography. The camera has found ways to capture the smallest details of the world which one normally would not have noticed with the naked eye. In society, the camera found a way to bring the world closer together in many ways. With the invention of the internet, use of photos taken with cameras have provided a visual way to connect with cultures around the world. Additionally, social media would not be what it is today if it would even exist if not for the camera. Although this is just one version from a long line of technology, viewing this artifact is a good reminder of how far we have come in regards to photography. Today we have discussed the history, cultural representation, and significance of the camera. The Greek labeled the photograph well with the conjunction of the words light and to draw. I believe that the camera has brought a lot of light onto our culture.